in groups and individually, and learn about them. And then when you do that, they give you everything, because you have to be the first one to give everything as a coach. And so when they wake up every day, I want them to feel, not just know, I want them to feel that they have a coach that's going to give them everything and wants them to succeed. And so that's what we do for each other, and that's our connection. And we're so connected that way, and that doesn't mean it's...
The meeting wasn't on the itinerary. Phones were removed, doors were locked, and one sentence inside Team USA camp changed everything. This is about Caitlin Clark. Before this goes any further, like the video and comment, USA, because what you're about to hear explains why this emergency meeting shocked everyone. Day 3 of Team USA training was supposed to be routine. Light run film review. Nothing dramatic. Instead, it turned into the tensest day of the entire camp. It starts gently. Caitlin Clark is named the anticipated starter for the next controlled run. No announcement, no press release, just a clipboard, a rotation change. But inside that gym, everyone sensed it, because as Caitlin stepped onto the floor with the first unit, the energy shifted instantly. The ball moved faster, spacing widened, decision M sharpened.
Have to compromise on. And I'm just so glad that she came out and said this, because obviously with everything that we've been seeing in the CBA, it's so much drama. It's so much he said, she said. It's so much of the WNBA and the WNBPA coming out trying to spin the narrative and get the public's opinion on their side. But Caitlin Clark has been one, like, she has turned down so many of these off-season leagues. She has turned down all of these other opportunities because she is trying to grow the WNBA. It seems like Caitlin has literally one focus, and it's to play in the WNBA, and it's to uplift the WNBA and women's basketball, and that's all she wants to.
This wasn't symbolic. This was structural, and not everyone took it the same way. Paige Bueckers stood on the sideline, arms folded, focused still. She didn't argue. She didn't react publicly. But the moment stretched longer than normal, because this wasn't about minutes. This was about role. The run begins. Caitlin controls the tempo. Nor loudly, nor emotionally, just efficiently. She calls the set, reads the defense, hits the open shooter, then she walks back. Logo range swoosh. No celebration, no stare down, just business. The bench doesn't erupt. It tightens. Because this confirms something a lot of people weren't ready to accept. This offense now runs through Caitlin Clark. Between drills, whisper start, not trash talk, attentiveness. Who's closing games? Who's adjusting? Who's sacrificing? Paige finally checks in during the next segment. Not with the starters. It's subtle, but in a gym like this, nothing is small. She plays hard, efficient, professional, but something's off. The flow isn't the same. After the drill, she heads straight to the bench. No shots, no extra reps, just stillness. That's when the coaching staff steps away.
Normal to be frustrated with each other. It's normal. Like, that's a part of it. Conflict's a part of it. And so we work through it together. And we're willing to sit in there and work through it together, and that creates the bond. And then if you can create that bond, then this becomes so much more enjoyable to see them get themselves to an Elite Eight. It was really cool to watch.
Where the player needs it. That's another level of facilitating. That's why we say, man, Caitlin Clark is the top guard. And all right, y'all start the conversation in the chat, but I'm just saying, Chelsea Gray is a very entertaining passer. All right, very entertaining. Sometimes her flashiness kind of make her throw the ball away and things of that nature, but Caitlin Clark knows how to get that thing in tough spots, all right? Get it in tough spots and get her teammates open, get it to where the teammate can catch the ball.
Quietly, urgently. An emergency meeting is called, not with players, but staff first. Assistants, coordinators, USA officials. The topic isn't performance, it's fallout. Because Caitlin Clark isn't just playing well, she's reshaping the hierarchy. Inside the meeting, the concern isn't drama, it's balance. How do you handle great talent when one player naturally bends the system around her? Because Caitlin doesn't demand touches, she generates outcomes, and that changes everything.
Paige served Caitlin a plate of shut up and took the L out of her mouth. Clark's gotta step her trash talk game up if she wants to hang with Bueckers on and off the court. What a clown. What a clown, man. These people are nuts. If Paige was, if she's all what y'all trying to make her be, why she got the third lowest attendance in the league? Why ain't none of y'all buying tickets to her damn games? Why are the TV ratings so low when she play? Y'all not even watching her. But y'all doing all this talking on Twitter. Thumb warriors. Anywho, let's get to what the GOAT Caitlin Clark had to say as she slammed the door on Project B and all these other leagues. Let's get to it.
Many as possible. And let's go ahead and start with Sydney, please.
Hi, Caitlin. You previously said that there was no disappointment when you weren't selected for the 2024 Paris Olympics because it gave you something to work toward. Reflecting back on the past year and a half, and, making your first senior camp, what does this moment mean for you and why is this the right time for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime you can do a USA basketball related camp, or obviously in my past, it's been all junior national teams. And, I've been cut from some of those and I've played for 3 of them. So I think I've experienced both sides of it. And, this is the biggest honor you can possibly have, and playing basketball in our country is wearing USA across your chest. So, I'm just excited to be here and honored. Obviously, it's kind of like the start to the new Olympic cycle, and quite.
Back on the floor, athletes feel the delay. They sense something's happening. Paige finally stands and chats with a coach. Low voice, calm tone. No cameras close enough to hear. But the body language speaks enough. This isn't anger. It's clarity. She doesn't want a reduced role. She doesn't want symbolism. She wants purpose. And that generates a moment of friction. Not yelling, not threats, just a line being drawn inwardly. Caitlin, meanwhile, keeps shooting. Same rhythm, same serene face. She doesn't look around. She doesn't react because this isn't personal to her. It's just basketball. The coaches return. Practice resumes, but the mood has transformed. Every possession now feels like a challenge. Every pass seems scrutinized. Caitlin leads another run. The offense flows. Cuts are sharper. Shots came easy. It's undeniable. Paige watches. Not resentful, but aware. This is the crossroads every elite team faces. Who adapts? And how? After practice ends, players are dismissed early. That never happens. Phones light up instantaneously. Messages fly. Speculation spreads. Inside the building, the meeting continues longer. Now, the word quit never gets stated out loud. But the possibility of stepping away from a role that doesn't fit that hangs in the air.
Open just because she missed 1, 2, 3 shots. We're not going to allow it. Stay on her. That gravity that she holds, man, it opens up the defense like this. So this is one of those moments where you can see where Caitlin Clark, man, is a special piece to an offense. There's no way you get a wide open AB if she didn't get that rebound and push the floor like that. They would have been set. They would have been ready for whatever was coming. That's how you're supposed to attack the defense, man. I absolutely love what she did right there. Also, we got Angel Reese and Brianna Jones, man, absolutely dominating Coach Tibbett in this drill right here. Watch this. Okay.
Not as drama, as leverage. And here's the part no one wants to say. This isn't about ego. It's about identity. Caitlin Clark isn't asking for the spotlight. She's forcing the system to respond to reality. And when reality hits this hard, not everyone is ready. By the end of the night, nothing is announced. No statements, no confirmations. But the emergency meeting transpired. The rotations varied. And the anxiety is real because Team USA didn't simply gain a starter, they prompted a reckoning. And the question today isn't whether Caitlin Clark belongs, it's how everyone else chooses to respond. Because when one player elevates the room this fast, someone always feels the ground.